Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a bit of a different video. I'm filming a review of the Kmart Food Dehydrator. I think it's pretty new to Kmart and it's something that I've been wanting to try for a while. Obviously with our hiking and camping trips, we take a lot of dehydrated foods that we buy and we've always wanted to kind of try out making our own. Obviously it'll be a lot more healthy and you know the ingredients and you can obviously pick and choose what you want to take. So yeah, pretty keen to finally try this. It is quite cheap at Kmart, it's only $45. So I did a bit of research to see some other brands and how much they cost because I felt like that was cheap. So the cheapest one I could find anywhere else was $50 from Kogan, which is obviously online. Apart from that, it was $130 for one at Harvey Norman, and the Good Guys had one for $230. So obviously $45 is a lot cheaper and easily accessible at like Kmart stores. So yeah, I'm sure it's gonna work. I guess it just depends how well, and yeah, keen to give it a try and cook some food for you guys. So I'm gonna do some fruit and veggies and also some meat. I think I'm gonna make like a pasta bolognese and see how that works. I've never actually dehydrated food before, so it'll be a learning experience for me too. But yeah, I'll give you an unboxing and start the review. Alright, so it is a pretty big box. Got an instruction manual and it actually gives you a guide of how long to cook everything for. So for example, zucchinis, tells you how to cook them, so unpeeled, cut into approximately 3mm thick slices. The temperature, which is 50 to 60 degrees Celsius, and it says it will cook for about 6 hours, and consistency is hard. The weight, 400 grams, weight after dehydration is 60 grams. That's pretty cool too for hiking. We could use this to kind of work out how much the food's gonna weigh after it's dehydrated, which is obviously a big part of hiking, carrying all your weight. So probably a bit of packaging in here. So it is a decent size, which is good because then obviously it means you can dehydrate a lot of food at once. If I can open this. So this one is height adjustable, so it's got 5 to 8 layers, and each one is pretty big. Like you can fit a decent amount of food on that, and there's 5 of those, so you can just pick and choose how many. And you can choose to set your temperature anywhere between 40 to 70 degrees Celsius, and it has a 48-hour run time, which obviously I wouldn't run it for that long because that's a very long time, but if you did need to and had something that took a very long time to dehydrate, the max is 48 hours. So yeah, that's a lot of food, 5 of these trays. So that's what it looks like. It's got the LCD screen down here with your controls, which look pretty simple, so hopefully it's pretty easy to use. Alright, so I'm just going to give the trays a quick wash and then prep the food and start cooking, and let's see how we go. Alright, so I've prepped all the food. This is the minced meat, so I've got minced beef. Now I have read that it's best to get the leanest mince you can, or any meat, leanest meat, just because the fat in it can kind of make it go bad quicker. But anyway, so I put that up in the pan, and then when I took it out I just dried it on some paper towel, trying to get as much moisture out as I can, because obviously the drier it is already, the quicker it's going to be in the dehydrator. This is the pasta that I cooked up in the pot and then just took out and tried to dry off as well. These are snapped sugar peas that I've just cut the ends off to get ready and washed. We've got zucchini here to make zucchini chips, sweet potato to make some sweet potato chips, just sliced up, all the same. We've got our tomato, which I guess will kind of end up like sun-dried tomato. Anyways, I've just kind of sliced that into those shapes to make it obviously quicker. And then this is the banana, which is going to be banana chips. It's quite a thin banana, but obviously the bigger banana, the chips you're going to get. So just try to make sure they're all kind of diced evenly. And yeah, let's put it in and see how we go. So I think they look pretty good, so I'm going to chuck the dehydrator on and stack these trays up and see how we go. Alright, first fail for this video, I actually stacked these on the wrong side. So when you stack them up, these little bits have got to go into these grooves. So this one I actually need to flip over and put them on the other side. So I'll do that now. Okay, that's better. Now I've got the grooves facing up, so that one should work. Beautiful. And this one I've done the same thing. Alright, so I'm just going to turn it on. Okay. Okay, so I think that's setting the hours. I might go for 6, I think. So maybe now I can not set again. Okay, so press set once to set the hours. Press set again to set the temperature. So the max is 70, so I think I'm gonna go 70 because I don't have all that much time today. And then we'll try for 6 hours at 70 degrees and see what happens. It's making a noise, but it's not too loud. Yeah, pretty interesting to see how they turn out. Alright, so it's been 3 hours, so I'm going to pull these trays out and check. I didn't do the hourly checks just because not much had changed each hour, so this is hopefully about halfway, 3 hours. So let's have a look. Alright, so the banana chips are still kind of soft on the inside, but they're definitely hardening around the outside. They're going a little bit brown, but not too bad. But I also read you can put like lemon or something on them, which should stop the browning happening. These tomatoes, I think I cut them way too big. Like they're drying, but they don't look anything like an actual dried tomato. So I don't know if I should cut them in half again now or just leave it. I think I might just leave it just because the edges are already like hardened a bit. Anyway, we know for next time to cut them smaller. The mince, it's gone a lot darker, like definitely the colour's changed. Yeah, I don't know. Still feels like a little bit moist, but anyway, it does need longer, probably double the time, so. And then the zucchini chips, they actually look really good. They probably don't need a full 6 hours, but I'll leave them in there for now. They're quite hard, a lot of them, like the smaller ones, that's really hard. I'm keen to try them out. And then sweet potato chips, they feel almost done as well. The pasta is very hard. Like I don't really know if it's supposed to feel like that or not. Anyway, we'll chuck them back in and see. They are kind of falling through the cracks in it as well, but I'll try and stick them in the bits where they don't fall. And then the snap sugar peas are very soft. Oh, that one's kind of harder. So there's probably still a fair bit of moisture in them. But anyway, I'll put them all back in and give it another 3 hours. Alright, so it's been 6 hours. So I pulled all the trays out. The pasta I did bring out earlier, but anyway. So the sweet potato, they're quite hard. I think that's probably perfect for those. It's kind of like a chip. Oh, there we go. Snap that off. So I'll try that in a minute. Same with the zucchini chips. Pretty hard. I think that's perfect amount of time for those. The banana, I think that's probably right. Like it looks a bit moist in the middle, but it's a little bit softer in the middle. Could probably do with maybe another hour or maybe 2, a little bit more. But it's pretty good. The tomato I definitely cut way too big. I mean that one's kind of getting there, but definitely needs more time or to be cut smaller. But that's interesting. I'll do another one maybe for like 9 or 10 hours and see how the tomato turns out. The snap sugar peas, I don't know, like I feel like they're kind of dehydrated, but they're not hard and I feel like they should go hard and be kind of crunchy, so I feel like they also need more time. The mince has definitely gone like a hard crunchy sort of, although there is a bit of moisture on my hand there. So I feel like that could probably do with a bit longer as well. But the pasta's definitely done. Be interesting to see how that rehydrates. But yeah, I'll probably pull that out after 5 hours, but I reckon it's done after probably 4. Alright, so I'm going to try a few of them now. So the zucchini chips. I reckon they're done, but you definitely need to eat them with something. Like, they taste okay, but pretty boring. But I think a lot of people eat it with like hummus or like something, like dip them in something, so that would be better. And the sweet potato, I wouldn't eat that as a chip, like that. But if you dice it or something and then put it in a meal with like veggies and like meat, I would probably eat it that way and like rehydrate it, but I probably wouldn't eat it dry like that. The peas aren't too bad. I think they're definitely supposed to be more dried out and crunchier, but it's kind of nice having like the pea on the inside. Yeah, like still kind of fresh. Like, I don't know, it doesn't taste that bad. I already eat them like that. But next time I think I will try them for a bit longer and see how they go. But it's definitely working. The tomato I'm not going to eat because I'm not a huge tomato fan, and it's still kind of like half raw, so yuck. The banana tastes very, yeah, like the flavor of the banana is really strong. I think the middle definitely does need some more time. It's kind of like a bit gooey. I think it'd just be better if it was like crunchier. But yeah, that's pretty good. And then the meat and the pasta, obviously you'd rehydrate to eat that. So I'm just gonna have a couple of bowls here with some hot water, rehydrating the meat and the pasta. So we'll see how that goes. So I just had a bowl covered with some of the mince in it and some boiling hot water. So I'm just gonna try that. It's actually pretty good. I'd probably leave it for longer to rehydrate. It's probably only been there for 5 minutes or something, but yeah, the flavors are good. It tastes like obviously beef and don't mind that at all. The pasta I think is taking a while. The pasta is definitely still a bit crunchy, but if I just leave that for another like 5 minutes, I think that would be fine. It's definitely like rehydrating, and yeah, that seems good. I'm pretty impressed with that. So yeah, overall, pretty impressed with the dehydrator. $45, I mean, that's pretty good. As I said, the 5 trays is really good because you can stack a lot of food in, and each tray is like quite big, so you can fit lots in each one. The only thing is that obviously, which I'm sure they're all the same, the holes in the trays, obviously the food can like fall through, so, but I mean, it's worked fine with the baking paper for the mince to hold it up. It's still worked fine, so yeah, that was all good. It's really easy to use. It's obviously just like your 4 buttons, and you just set the hour and then temperature. Not sure that's normal temperature range, 40 to 70, but I assume they're all pretty similar, and obviously wanted it at a low heat for longer to dehydrate it and not like cook it. So yeah, I'm very happy with that, and I'm really keen to try out some more recipes and like make actual meals. So I guess with this you could mix the pasta and the bolognese and then some spices and tomato and stuff, maybe some veggies to make a meal, but it'd be cool to like make some with the intention of it being a full meal. So like make a stir fry or I don't know, casserole, rice and stuff. So stay tuned because I'll be definitely trying out some of those to take on our hiking and camping trips. I'm pretty keen to experiment with it some more, and hopefully this video helped.